What do you think is a better sport, basketball or football? What's a better sport?
What do you mean by better?
what sport do you believe? I don't know, just better. I don't know. I can't even like really get the nitty. Like, which one do you think is the best sport out of the two?
You got football again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was waiting. Jared, I'm curious about you because I know John would say football. So Jared, I'm curious about what you say.
It's hard to define better. I like football better. Like I like watching football and playing football.
This is my, because I'm gonna say basketball, but this is what I mean by better, by why I believe basketball is better, and that'll give you the reasoning. So, basketball, in terms of being a better sport, I think in terms of marketability, it's easier to market. In terms of being able to play it, it's easier just to, instead of like, getting a bunch of people, you can just get one person, get a basketball and play it. I believe with that being easy to play, I believe it's a little funner to play in the football. I think because you can, running routes and then never catch the ball. Obviously, the same thing in basketball, but at the same, I feel like you'll be able to get the ball and you can make an impact immediately, make a shot, rather than football. You need to make the biggest impact. You need to score a touchdown. So I believe in terms of marketability, easier to explain. It's been easier to push around the globe more. I think the NBA players, they make probably more than NFL players. It's easier for them to be spotlighted. They don't wear no helmets. There's less players. So, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, those guys can market their brand much better than Tom Brady markets his brand, but Tom Brady will never be as big as Michael Jordan on this planet. I don't think he'll ever be as big as LeBron James on this planet. You see what I'm saying? So just the fact that the marketability of it, the easy to explain, you can get people to watch it easier. Hey, you want to watch basketball? Oh, I don't know. What is that? What is basketball? They probably do know, but what is basketball? Let me show you. And then you could easily, what is football? Okay, yeah, we have a whole short. I put a short on this. What's football? Okay, well, what you do, you have to, there's 11 players, and then you got to, he has the ball, and you got to give it to him, and then it's 4 downs, and they be like, I don't care no more. That's what they're going to say.
So it's pretty much.
That's my thing. But that's what I'm telling you.
Checkers versus chess.
No, but there's more. Well, why you say that? Why you say what's the?
You said it's
why you say it like that?
It's easier to explain.
No, it's easy. Well, yeah, it's easier to explain. It's more marketable.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, it's chess versus checkers. I mean, it's easy to explain chess.
It's easier. It's easier to play too. I don't think check. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Easier to play in what sense?
Well, in the sense of like this. Okay, this is what I mean. Like, it's easier. The reason why soccer the number one sport is because they call it the poor man's sport. I can easily play soccer by myself, or you can easily play soccer. You don't need, like, football. Obviously, you need football, but playing football, I can't really play football. You can play with one person and you just play catch, I guess, but you really, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's what make it impactful, though. I think, for instance, I can go pick up a ball and go to 24-hour fitness. Anybody can do that, but you got to be special to go put on those shoulder pads, to go put on those knee pads,
that's a lot.
and get on the field and actually go dominate against somebody.
And I guess what too?
And also, you say marketability,
go ahead.
In my opinion, now I don't know if most people would agree with this, but I'm pretty sure if you live in Texas, you'll agree with this. Football is better from bottom to top. So what I mean by that is like middle school football, pee-wee football, high school football. Like, it's more entertaining to watch. I'm not going to watch middle school basketball unless I like.
Are you sure? I don't know. I mean, but like.
I don't know.
Like, not pee-wee, but I'm talking about like.
That's a bold statement to make.
Yeah, it might be. Because high school basketball and the hype players, the freaking people have essentially steroids. The 16-year-olds jumping over people. I don't know, like high school football. I don't know.
Based off of like, okay, if you're looking at like House of Highlights and things of that nature.
Yeah,
but
I'm talking about like the hype.
I think it's more entertainment to watch high school football, like Friday Night Lights. This around homecoming time. Like, it's more.
I mean, okay, the vibe. You can say the vibes.
Yeah,
you're talking about vibes. Talking about vibes.
Just from a Texas perspective, yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, with Texas, definitely, yeah. But the world,
basketball is worldwide. Like, it's an Olympic sport. Like, it's everywhere.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a fair point too. But I just feel like football is.
It's safer. Basketball's safer too. I ain't got none of these. We ain't got a lot of this. All these people hurting other people because of this. I tell you, we safe. We out here. Hey, you might get some leg injuries, but hey, this is fine. This will be fine. You ain't getting a lot of that. So, look, your parents will most likely say, would you rather play basketball, football? They want you to say basketball. I do not want to see you on the field twitching. They want you to play basketball.
Yeah, but, I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, those points are like, they're kind of polar opposite, though. Like, as far as making it better, I don't see how that adds to it.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, because of course, like if I want my son to play basketball or football, I'm gonna choose basketball. You make more money. It's safer.
But there's a reason why you make more money. Most likely, there's more market to it. If something's more marketable, like if something is more money has been poured into it, and it's be able to push further, I assume it's because it's a great product. You see what I'm saying? Rather than like if it gets pushed less, because we're trying to get NFL into Europe, and some Europeans obviously watch it and they have the games, but it's easier to go to Japan and go to China. And then when you're in China, everybody know Kobe, everybody know Michael Jordan, everybody know obviously Yao Ming, everybody know all these players because it's easier to push it and easier for them to grasp. So that's why I'm saying the product is better. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, you can say what you want to say about that, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, so you would say soccer is better than basketball?
I mean, soccer, from what I've seen, soccer, the best sport in the world, baby. I tell you, it's a marketable superstar, but best sport in the world. Lionel Messi,
going based off
Ronaldo.
The market is a good criteria. I mean, when we say better, we're obviously stating our opinion. So like saying that it's a good market for it, I don't think that adds to why it's better. I think that's something. It's just like with music, right? We know 6ix9ine, he's gonna have more. Back then, he had more sales than, let's say, J. Cole. But obviously, J. Cole music is better. He has more sales. Why? Because he can reach more people, and people find him a meme. People find him funny. So he has more sales, but sales don't equate to better. That's what I'm saying. I see what you're saying, and that's a good point to make. As if I'm starting a business, if you say, "Hey, let's go start this basketball business," and then you give me all of that, then yes, that would work. But if I'm simply going off better, like entertaining and all of that, to me, I'm gonna choose football because. Okay.
I feel because what you're saying, it makes sense. That's a good point. What you said with the 6ix9ine and J. Cole, that's a good point. I'm just saying, like, in terms of not only just like marketability, but like if it's the better things, like. I say, like, what's the same? Like, if you compare J. Cole to 6ix9ine, and 6ix9ine obviously going to have, you know, obviously, yeah. But I was like, compare both something more similar because 6ix9ine and J. Cole obviously they're rappers, but it's different music. J. Cole's hype, trap, or not trap, I don't know, hype music. J. Cole's more lyrical, chill music, right? But like football, basketball, they're sports that compete very, you know, consistently during the season. Like, they consistently compete. So the thing about it is, like, NBA, obviously, if I look at something like, you know, watching the NBA, if you watch the NBA, right? Watching the NBA, explaining basketball, explaining, you know, the players, this and that, it's easier to talk about that with most people. Like, if you talk to just a basic fan, because obviously if you're like extremely biased, I love football more than basketball more than football, but if you just talk to a regular person, most likely they're going to know more about basketball, and most likely they're going to watch more basketball, because basketball is just easier to watch most of the time. It's, like I said, you know, I'm not going to talk about the marketability, but it's safer to play. It's easier to watch, easier to explain. I think it's funner because it's easier to play for the sense of that you can just play. I could just buy a basketball, go to a court. Your apartment got a court. I can just play basketball with one or two people. Football, I'm going to need a little squad to get football. We got, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a little squad, get you a football and this and that. And then obviously you may not have as much fun because you might just be doing cardio out there if that man ain't throwing you the ball. You know what I'm saying? Rather than a basketball, you're more likely to get the pass. I assume you're going to get the pass more likely. It's less people. But like I said, football, it has a lot of good arguments itself. But I just think in basketball, if it's easier to push, produce, I just assume it's probably better. And I say soccer, you're the best sport in the world. I'm not even going to soccer, you're number one. I'm not even going to compete. Best sport in the world.
But do you agree with that? Do you think?
Yeah, I think soccer. I think
soccer is better than basketball.
Yeah, I think soccer is the best sport. I think soccer is the best sport in the world.
So,
I think soccer is the best sport.
Okay, well, say it then. Say, I think soccer is better than basketball.
I said it 3 times. Okay, you want to say
you said
basketball.
It's the best. The best and better is two different things. We had this discussion with Ja'Cory.
I mean, I say greater, better. Okay, I think soccer. Okay, I believe soccer is the best sport. I believe soccer is better than basketball. Because if I say it's the best sport in the world, deduct the reason it's better than basketball is the sport. Okay, I believe soccer is better than basketball.
It's more like being objective, you know? It's more of an objective thing. I don't think you truly believe that. I think you are being on the safe side. I'm being objective. Now, subjective, I watch basketball obviously more because basketball is more pushed in my country than football, soccer, right? If I'm in England, I'm talking about soccer. I'm talking about soccer. Football. F-U-T-B-O-L. Oh,
football.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm trying to get to the other audience, man. Football. I'm calling it football. You call the other thing gridiron or American football, but it's for football is not pushed like basketball here. If I was in England or in Africa or in Asia, I'm definitely preferring soccer, football, because that's all they're going to push to me. I'm saying that's the best. Most people agree it's the best. It's easy to play. It's fun to play, too. It's very fun. You play FIFA before. It's a very fun game. I ain't going to lie to you. I played. I said, wow, this is a blast. I'm having a blast here. But at the end of the day, I believe soccer is better than basketball, but I do believe basketball is better than football. I think football better than hockey. I think actually, I'm saying baseball better than hockey. I don't know. I'm saying baseball better than hockey. I know, Jared, you watch hockey. I don't know how you feel about hockey on that or on this list. I don't think hockey. I think hockey just America and Canada.
Hockey's,
I don't know if the
it's pretty low on the list. Yeah.
I think you're taking a safe route. I don't think you honestly believe soccer is better than basketball.
I believe soccer better than basketball.
I mean, if you're going strictly off like sales and stuff like that, off the market.
No, but obviously it's
everything.
If I stay consistent, because I like staying consistent. I stay consistent. Soccer is even easier to explain than basketball. Is much easier to play than basketball, right? Because you don't need a hoop. You just need your feet and a ball. You don't even need a ball. You could get a can. Kick the can inside a goal. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's even easier to explain. It's easier to play. It's fun to play. Hey, I'm staying consistent. I pick soccer number one. Basketball behind it. But I think basketball better than football. And Jared, what do you think? Yeah. I don't know. Soccer, basketball, football, where are you from that? Where's the order of operations here?
If you look outside the context of our country and our culture, then yeah, soccer is number one. It just is. But I think I'd pick basketball. Basketball would be number one. It's just more fun to play. It's easy to play. You just need a hoop, which every park pretty much has. Even if it's rundown, all of my rundown parks here in town have some basketball hoop. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Let me ask. I'm gonna ask my girl. Hey, what do you think is a better sport? I'm just curious. This is unbiased. This is extremely unbiased. What do you think is a better sport, basketball or football? I said basketball. So yeah. Hey, but John, your points are great though. And I know there'll be people in the comments or people, if I share this, they'll be like, "No, we want some football," because they're in Texas. They obviously gonna hype the football.
I just think like if you're gonna say better, like I don't know. I thought it was more of like a personal opinion. That to me, that's like.
I mean, but if that's your opinion, that's fine.
What you said, like I need a personal opinion why it's better. Like I feel like you went outside.
No, I'm telling you, it's easier. It's easier to play. It's funner to play. In my opinion, this is my first opinion. It's easier to play.
If you say
it's funner to play.
I'll digress
is that a
on
word?
that note.
Yeah, I think that's a word.
No, I'm saying if
it's not word tough.
It's more fun.
It's more fun to play. Yeah.
If you say it's fun, then okay, I can see that. I'll leave it at that. But you start talking about sales and China and the market over there, and
I'm pushing that too, because most people may agree the same thing, and that's why. Because if more people easily want to play it, they probably want to watch it too. So that's what I'm saying, and I'm one of those people. If you made it this far down below, if you believe, I'll clip this anyway, so that'll be easy for you to watch. If you believe that basketball is better than football is better than basketball, tell us why. Tell if John was cooking. Tell me if I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? Who's cooking the best? You go ahead and say down below, and we'll see what's up. I might even do a poll, and we'll see who wins that poll too, because that really gonna tell me some stuff.